Hi there, sign of Aries. This is Kim with your next 48-hour reading. Hope you're doing good. Let's get right into your reading. Pulling from this rune cards deck first. Connecting to your spirit team for messages that are for your highest good. If you need a private reading, you can reach out to me. The address is listed in the description box below. So I have Awaz, U tree, letter I, letter E-I. Keyword is defense, enlightenment, protection, divination, spiritual wisdom. It's coming across as like maybe a protection, something or other. Like maybe if you've already done it, then this is like confirmation for you that is working. Also, rune number 13, major change, transformation. This is about protection and self-defense. So you could put that, you can also draw that rune. Seeking ancient wisdom, vision questing, developing inner strength. Key phrases, the wisdom of the ancients, physical death, and spiritual rebirth. The tree of life, transcending the physical plane, enlightened creativity, connection to past lives. That's interesting. Communication with ancestors and spiritual strength. Spiritual strength. Let's get an action card. Get things flowing. The action card you have is flowing. Flowing. Okay. So maybe it's because this is a funnel. Maybe something's flowing through a funnel. It's a period of frustration and lessons to be learned. But you are protected. Fair woman, dealings, relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Older man, dealings, relationship with an older man. Secret admirer. Secret admirer. Let's pull from this half too. Haystack, karma, you will reap what you have sown. Lily, spiritual love. And flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. On the bottom, I have the goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth, which we know if it's spiritual growth, then you're probably feeling frustrated because those times are frustrating when you have the biggest growth, though, you know. Okay, let's get messages. Continue for Aries next 48 hours. So, wisdom of the Oracle. Messages. Messages for Aries. All that glitters isn't gold. All that glitters isn't gold. Or maybe it's just talking about all that glitters. Some things can be real shiny. Make sure that we're looking beneath just the surface. Maybe it's that. Or something might not be what it seems. 16, you have number 10, unfinished symphony. 35, loyal heart. Then I have not for you. Not for you. That's interesting. Round and round. It's karmic. It's a karmic something or other. Beloved one. So somebody that means a whole lot, just not for you. Mending. Mending. Decide. Decide. Give me one for all that glitters, too. Let's get one for a couple. Wake up to what is not. Oh, wake up. And then it says, ask yourself the question, who am I? Who am I? And wake up. The game of chess. And we have the piano keys or piano notes, maybe synthesizer. This could be that. What's the issue for Aries? What's the issue with all of this? It's a lot. What's the issue? The issue is trusting yourself. I know you always say to trust your intuition, but it's asking you to ask yourself who you are inside. And is there something that you're going round and round about? Also waking up to the fact that, you can't really find your happiness in materialism. There's nothing necessarily wrong with different avenues to learn things or to experience things. Knight of Wands. This could feel like somebody that maybe that you're really passionate about or have a lot of passion for. The Knight of Wands is suggesting movement, travel, things picking up speed. And it has to do also with the High Priestess. Tell me about the Unfinished Symphony. Give us a message on that. Unfinished Symphony for Aries. What's the Unfinished Symphony about? Okay. The Queen of Cups. So somebody is, this is the energy saying, look, somebody is taking time out to pay attention to their health. Loving themselves in a way so that they can, properly give and receive love. Lots of Pisces influence here. There's a lot of spiritual gift and abilities, heightened intuition. If you have both of these energies, your intuition is probably, you could call it scary accurate. I would call it that with both of these energies. And it might be telling you about how to move forward with something, how to mend something, or how to stop something, how to get something flowing instead of going round and round, how to actually get growth. So this is really taking care of yourself, I feel like. It is maybe also somebody that will be a person you can talk to, who will listen to you. Tell me about the mending card. Tell me about the mending card. 10 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you don't have to take on all of the responsibility for mending a certain situation. It feels like you have a loyal heart and you've carried as much as you could for as long as you could until there was something that was just couldn't deal with it anymore or couldn't carry it anymore, having to carry too much of the weight for blame or something like that. So stopped. Yeah, quit or stop moving forward. Tell me about the rabbit. Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. That's passion. That's a new passionate beginning. It's usually something new. It's also, I feel like, giving you mastery here. It's at the 11. Passionate. New opportunity. Maybe having to do with your work or something to do with work, what you're working on. Also skill, talent, and ability. abilities getting much better, much better. Maybe that's what, like, if there's a secret admirer, loyal heart, maybe somebody does admire you for some kind of abilities that you have too, or what you're good at, your work too. So what about this decision? I feel like it has to do with the unfinished symphony, but tell me about this decide card. What's the decide card about? Okay, make a decision. And be open to more paths and more possibilities than what you've thought of right now. Are you aligned with your highest good of all, or your higher self? Is that who you are? Are those the choices or decisions you would be making? Also, the Two of Wands in the reverse is kind of, there's this need to really focus. Focus, passion, and intent. So making decision, making a plan, and then implementing it. So there needs to be a period where you actually plan on something, doing better, getting better. And it does here. Something starts moving forward. Tell me about what kind of plans are being made, or more about this planning phase. Okay. Plan to also stand up for yourself, to assert yourself. It's your voice and it's being heard with the Seven of Wands. And you're defending oneself too. What about the Knight of Wands? Tell me more about this person or this character. Because it might not be a character, but if it is, it was a situation where something was off balance. It was off balance. Or something got off balance. The Queen of Wands. There was a lot of change that was resisted here. The Queen of Wands eventually, though, has pulled it off. This is the persona. This is being very good at whatever you do. Again, coming across as being very talented in some kind of career or profession. The Queen of Wands, again, another message of psychic abilities, heightened psychic abilities. The Moon. Let's get advice from Spirit. And so I feel like there was a giving up in a situation where someone wasn't wanting to change, and or was really resistant to changing, or needed to grow spiritually, and they themselves were having issues with that. So advice from Spirit for Aries. The Queen of Swords, another energy to decide. Could be about making a decision and deciding whose like side you're on. I know that sounds weird, but whose side you're on. King of Pentacles and the Death card. Major change and transformation going on with these. Especially an increase in possibly like the business, and maybe it's a change of business. But there's some big decisions regarding maybe even money. Metamorphosis, change, and transformation. Could be a Taurus energy, could be a Scorpio energy. And the Queen of Swords could be Libra energy. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles and the Death card. It's all about perspective. If you look at things now, the wheel eventually turns around, and it is definitely all about perspective on how you're looking at it. There's a short pause at this moment, or something didn't move forward, but there was a reason for that. Something can't stay the same way. It has to turn. Something has to get finished or be decided. And that is what is going to be fought for. The Three of Wands is a journey, is a trip. It's also seeing things coming to you, or seeing where you're going here in the future. And there's a good healing energy. Look, and the Ten of Cups on the bottom. So it's healing. It's healing a situation, and it's fighting for this happiness, but not just your happiness, like everybody's happiness. It's fighting for that. So mending a situation is, again, another message as advice from Spirit. Take a pause to look and see how things went or how they were going, and heal the things that simply cannot go on the way that they are. 21, I am inspiring. You are highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged, and it reveals in itself everything you do, from your sparkling conversation to your most prized projects. I am inspiring. Here's a card that's telling you to pay attention to the signs that you may be getting or receiving in your environment. 00, angels ask for your attention. Open your eyes, listen, and think about everything that is happening. Trust your intuition and follow their guidance without any delay. Focus inward through meditation and prayer. I am observant. And I have 3, expression comes naturally to you. You are very skilled at communicating your thoughts through conversation and creative pursuits. You are able to get others on board with your ideas. Number 3. Okay, and for Aries, also Aries, if you need a private reading, contact me. My email is found in the description box below. So I have travel. Long distance communication will open up in your life. Exciting experiences for singles and career advancement for others. Challenges, take time out from problems or conflicts to approach softly to avoid making matters worse. I also have a reflection. Friendships in your life may come to an end, and others could blossom and become stronger. So that's what I've got for you. Sending you love and light. Thanks for joining me, Aries. Bye-bye.